Hey guys, I was gonna make like this only fitness video, but I'm not. It's gonna be a vlog. I guess that's what this is. It doesn't really matter. It's a fucking video. Wow, baby hair is going out of control. I'm in Emily's room right now. Emily, don't you miss your room? She hasn't been home in a month. She has the better lighting, so hence me being in here. Announcement number 1, BRB. Okay. I'm really excited because I finally have a fucking shirt and it comes out this week. Here's the front. And this is the back. You can find it at lenatheplug.com. I think it'd be cool if you wear me on your shirt if you want. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, what did I do today? Oh, I put out a tweet for girls who are 18 and over who want to have a threesome with Adam and I. Elijah, Daniel, and I are holding interviews for the threesome on Friday. There were so many questions that were like all over the place, and I feel like every single question needs like a whole video for it. But a lot of questions were kind of similar in theme, and they were mostly surrounding like motivation and like, oh my god, how did you do it type questions. And it just made me think that like, okay, on social media, it might look like I lost all of the weight pretty fast, but I've been training almost every day, week after week, for January, February, March, April, May, June, July is ending. So 7 fucking months. I lost 20 pounds in 7 months. That's a long time. Like, and I say that because a lot of people like can lose more than 2 or 3 pounds a week depending on how big you are, depending on how you decide to do it, depending on what your goals are. Now my goal isn't to lose like any more like weight necessarily. I would like to lose like a little bit more fat, but I would love to put on like 10 or 15 pounds of muscle, and that is going to take me a long time. And I realize that goal, like I might take a year to achieve that goal, but I'm okay with that. And so really the takeaway needs to be patience, because it's gonna take a long fucking time, and like you do have to find ways to stay motivated. And for me, the most motivating thing is that like, okay, well, if I stop now, then the last 7 months were a waste. And then the other motivating thing is like, if I decide not to work out, not to eat healthy, then I'm choosing to look like someone who doesn't use their body or appreciate their body or like live in their body to their best potential. And like that might be okay for most people. Like if you look pretty great and you don't really have to do anything, like you have muscles and stuff, that's cool. But like if I don't work out, I know what my body naturally looks like. It looks flabby, and I just like I want my arms to look like I use them. I want my body to look like it can jump, to look like it can run. And that might be weird to some of you, but it's important to me. I don't know. Oh, so big way to stay motivated. I have to say that like having a partner. Like I realize even though I have a trainer who tells me what to do, if I didn't have her anymore, like I could probably still figure out what to do every day in the gym. But her being there and me being there together is what helps me show up every day. It's like if I knew that I didn't have to meet with Michelle, the mornings where I wake up really tired or the mornings where I wake up hungover, I'd probably be a lot more likely to skip my workout. But because I know Michelle's gonna be there, she's waiting for me, she's depending on me, I fucking go. I have been in the gym on like 1 hour of sleep, first day of my period, super hungover, like you name it, I've showed up. And every single time that I thought like, oh, this is gonna be a really shitty workout, I'm not gonna do a good job, I ended up doing a billion times better. Like somehow me just being like, oh wow, I'm doing this against all odds in your dramatic mind, right? I know it's not what people want to hear, you know, like they don't want to hear like, oh, eat healthy, work out every day, and you'll see results, but like it's the fucking truth. And every single time that I almost gave up, where I like wasn't seeing any results, was like, why am I even doing this? I'm killing myself for nothing. Right when I pushed through those moments was the moments where I like finally, it was like I would lose 5 pounds all at once when I've been trying for weeks. but I just kept pushing through, and all of a sudden, you know? And you really have to play with, like, your body. It's like, For a long time, I was under the impression that high fat, moderate protein, and low carb was what worked for my body because it works for a lot of bodies. But it turned out that when I changed it to low fat, high protein, low carb, that's when my body really made a lot of changes. So what I eat now is breakfast is usually eggs with vegetables or a protein shake. And then lunch and dinner is basically like chicken, meat, fish, vegetables, or salad with meat. And dinner is pretty much the same thing. I eat boring foods, but I really like them. And I guess you could say my diet is paleo because it is. Fruit, vegetables, nuts, and seeds is what paleo people eat. I don't really indulge in that many like nuts and fruits, but I do eat meat and vegetables. I do drink alcohol, definitely. And when I'm drinking alcohol, I will drink like sugar-free soda or sugar-free Red Bull with it, which I know is not like the best for you, but gotta live a little, and that's my way of living, I guess. I keep getting asked about ab workouts. Abs are made in the kitchen. I know you've heard it before, but seriously, like, I don't do ab exercises a lot. Like, I probably do ab exercises once a week. One of the best ab exercises ever is sprinting. Like, sprinting just will knock out my lower abs. They just get so sore from that. And I do ab exercises like bicycle push-ups or bicycle sit-ups or whatever. But I do them like once a week. It really is about eating low carb for the abs, I think. Like, you might have a solid six-pack and just buried under like a layer of water and fat, a lot of it coming from being bloated by carbohydrates too, because when you eat carbs, the water weight gets stored in like your face and your stomach, which is why like if you drink liquor the next day, you might wake up the same fullness in those two areas. So, you know, do as many crunches as you want, but if you don't eat that healthy, you're probably never gonna see them. How many carbs do you try to eat a day, and what do you drink? Any protein supplements to help with muscle? Right now I'm more of like the muscle building phase of my workout, so I just make sure that after I do like a muscle building workout, like lifting heavy and stuff, that I eat within 20 minutes of working out. So I usually have like a protein shake. It's like a cup of almond milk, 1 scoop of protein powder. Just drink that really quick right when I'm done with my workout, and then like an hour later I'll come home and I'll have like 4 ounces of chicken and like a cup of broccoli or something like that. I don't really like counting carbs too much or anything like that. I don't like counting because I just don't want to get too crazy about it. It's just that you know what's a carb and what's not. You know what's bread. You know what's like gonna fuck you up. So I just stay away from those things. And I know that there's like maybe 1 gram of carbohydrates in eggs, 1 gram of carbohydrates in protein powder, some carbs in broccoli and stuff like that. I don't really count them. I'm probably like below 50 in carbohydrates every day. Probably way below 30 even. But I would say like 50 is like my max. How has fitness changed you mentally? The thing about fitness is that I know that I'm not naturally a fit person, not naturally a coordinated person, not a natural athlete at all. So to be able to see myself go from doing no push-ups to doing 20 push-ups, even with my breast implants, you feel like it just changes something inside of you. You're like, oh wow, I'm capable of doing something that I never thought I could do. And it kind of makes you think like, oh, what more am I capable of that I have never given myself the chance to achieve because I've just said like, oh, that's not the kind of person I am. So I think that anybody could become physically fit, and it's so much a mind over matter thing. And I'm telling you, every fucking day I walk into the gym, and every single day I do not want to be there, but every day I do it because I'm like making myself become disciplined. I'm like, you are going to do this because it's the right thing to do, and you are going to feel better afterwards. I do want to do a workout video for you guys, but I think I need someone to do that with, so I'm going to do it with one of my friends so that I can actually show you like how to do the workout, and like I can guide her, and in guiding her I can teach you. I want to know about you guys, actually. I'm really curious. Like, leave in the comments like where you're at in your fitness and where you want to be, and like what's stopping you from doing that, if you want. Because I think that even if you don't comment it, but you think about that, like if you think about what's actually stopping you, then I think you'll realize that you're just coming up with a bunch of bullshit excuses, and then you really need to just like own up to doing what you say you want instead of just talking about it. And I'm not going to pretend that I don't talk about a lot of things that I want and then not do them, because I do. It's just not fitness related. Fitness is the one thing that I've really committed to. But yeah, we all just make like excuses for ourselves when in reality, like, yeah, you might work 10 hours a day, but you could still probably find a way to do a workout. I've been waking up every morning and just doing 20 push-ups just to like wake myself up. And that's enough to give me like a pump and to like it's like a little bit of a workout, you know? And so it's like you can find little ways every single day to like slip things into your routine that could be beneficial for your body and your health. So just fucking suck it up and do it. But yeah. Alright, well, if I don't do anything else for the rest of the day, this is the end of my vlog. Your girl is getting buff. What are we gonna do with this? What are we gonna do with these? Oh, I kind of smell bad. Love you. Look, I'm not chewing gum. Aren't you proud? Because I got gum stuck in my hair 2 days ago.